Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be recapping Shifting Gears Season 2, Episode 1, titled Secret, which was originally released on the 2nd of October 2025, and I recorded this episode just a couple of days later on the 6th of October 2025. But without further ado, I should mention that, as you can probably tell, my voice is now back to normal. I am no longer ill, but who knows, by the time this episode releases, I could be ill again. Hopefully not, though, so no need to panic. My voice is now back to normal. And also, as in recent recaps, there will be no trailers. Without further ado, here's my recap of Shifting Gears, Season 2, Episode 1, titled Secret. So we'll start off with Gabriel mentioning Matt's feelings on being late to work. Gabriel does a Matt impression. Matt insults Gabriel's and his co-workers' impressions of him. Riley arrives at the garage asking for a screwdriver. Gabriel's co-worker mentioned vodka. Gabriel believes Riley is insane for taking one of Matt's tools. Riley does an impression of Gabriel. Gabriel seems to stop Riley from leaving. Gabriel wants to have a private chat with Riley. Gabriel's co-worker mentions the tension between Gabriel and Riley. Riley comes clean to this co-worker. Riley mentions her divorce party and learning that Gabe has feelings for her. Riley attempts to convince Matt to let her borrow a screwdriver. Riley informs Matt that Eve is returning tomorrow. Riley mentions Joe Rogan. We then have the Shifting Gears title sequence. Matt and Riley return home. Matt asks his granddaughter about returning to school. Matt's granddaughter insults nerds. Carter mentions Lily. Riley mentions AI. Matt does an Italian accent. Matt attempts to hide from Eve. Matt is unsuccessful in this. Eve startles Matt. Matt welcomes Eve back. Matt mentions relationships. Eve insults Matt. Matt visits his wife's grave. Matt and Charlotte reunite. Charlotte insults Matt. Charlotte mentions Diana and grief support groups. Matt and Charlotte arrive at the grief support group. Charlotte convinces Matt to stay. Everyone else gives Matt some advice. Charlotte compliments Matt. Charlotte stops Matt from leaving. Matt returns home. Riley startles Matt. Riley mentions the current time. Matt chooses to go to bed. Riley fills Eve in. Riley seems to be avoiding Gabe. Riley returns the screwdriver she borrowed. Matt lashes out at Riley for informing Eve of events in his personal life. Gabe looks for Riley. Stitch lies to Gabe for Riley. Riley interrupts Matt. Matt mentions Heaven and Riley's mum. Matt informs Riley when he kissed Eve. Matt informs Riley that he didn't text Eve for 3 months. Riley mentions COVID. Riley convinces Matt to speak to Eve. Riley informs Stitch that she now wants to talk to Gabe. Riley compliments Gabe. Stitch gives Riley some advice. Riley and Gabe talk. Gabe informs Riley and Stitch that he is dating someone. Stitch convinces Riley to stop. Eve compares Matt to the Golden Bachelor. Matt and Eve kiss. Matt and Eve agree to start dating. Riley mentions Carter being heartbroken. Carter mentions Matt's hearing aid. Carter and Lily reunite. Carter's sister reveals why Lily is in their house. Carter thanks his sister. Riley, Matt and Carter's sister agree that Carter will stuff things up with Lily. And that is my recap of Shifting Gears Season 2, Episode 1, titled Secrets. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of the episode if you watched it. My recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well with anything else you want to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps. Put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe. And just a reminder, the podcast is now available on audio platforms such as Spotify and Amazon Music. But though the audio episodes aren't replacing the YouTube episodes, don't stop panicking. They're being replaced. It's just an alternative. But those audio only episodes rather, only basically is just my audio, so it doesn't include the intro or the outro, any of Chuck's episodes, or any extra visuals that Matt adds to the episode. It is literally just my audio. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.